السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له من يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد ومن يعص الله ورسوله فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا تهنوا ولا تحزنوا وأنتم الأعلون إن كنتم مؤمنين. صدق الله العظيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Last month I briefly spoke about the Iman and Islam and Muslim, the difference, the way the Quran has, told us about it. And we look from the hadith, look from the life of the Prophet. Because for us, Islam is a creed. It's a culture. We are Muslim, most of us, because we are born in Muslim families. We have not made any effort to become the real good Muslims. We have not worked on our foundation, the Iman, which is the foundation of Islam. It's very weak for us. It's extremely weak among the Muslims throughout the world. And if this foundation is weak, and that's what we see the result throughout this dunya, this world, even US, where the Muslims are losing their deen. They are they're doing the religion part of it, the basically the rituals of the salah, the sawm, hajj and zakat. This is all Muslims do, most of us. And so we are losing the deen part of Islam, which is the total way of life. How I live my life, that is the has given to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam through the Quran. And that's what Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did. He was a walking Quran. So if we cannot understand that, then we have a problem, in that sense that, as the ayah says in the Quran, قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. That these Bedouins, these Arab Bedouins, they are saying that they have the Iman. Tell them, Allah is saying to Rasulullah, tell them, no, you don't have Iman. Just tell that you have accepted Islam, or enter Islam. And, majority of the Muslims, and we should look into our hearts, and we should keep looking ourselves into this scenario which Quran is creating for us. It's saying that, there is an Iman and there is an Nifaq. And in between is the Muslim. So we have the Iman, which is the moment, and then there is a Muslim, which is the zero part of it. And then there's the Nifaq, the negative part of it. So the positive side is the moment, and the zero, where the starting point is a Muslim. So somebody gave the Shahada, somebody born in a Muslim, that zero level, the starting level. And if it, and the negative part of it is the Nifaq part of it. And most of us are living at that starting point of zero. So we can go into the Nifaq side very quickly because we are on the edge. And that's where we have to keep working hard. The efforts needed to make this foundation strong is to change our life. What I am earning, how I am earning, where I am doing my business, what job I am doing, all this is part of my deen. This is what Allah has told us. This is what Rasulullah showed it to us. And if I cannot understand that, I am the biggest loser. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Al-Kahf about who's the biggest loser. Should not I tell you who's the biggest loser? Allah says in the Quran, and that's Surah Al-Kahf. So what we have to see, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَرْتَابُوا. The mu'min, the definition of a mu'min are the ones who, among the believers, Allah says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِنَّمَا. So the condition is there. The hasr, as they call it, is a conditional statement ayah is basically. And it says that among them, the real believers are the ones who had never had doubt. Now, the question is not doubt on Allah or Rasulullah. No, none of us have ever doubt. But the commands of Allah and the instruction of Rasulullah, we have doubt because we don't follow it. Either we have a doubt or we don't pay attention to it. That's what Allah is trying to tell us. Never had doubt. Of course, I have never had doubt on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the Prophet Muhammad. But am I following the Prophet Muhammad or not? That's where the doubt comes. I may not say it. Probably most of the Muslims will not say it. But this struggle in my mind is always there. Should I do this sunnah, that sunnah, this sunnah, all those things. And people in support of not doing something. When Allah says in the Quran, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. Ittiba, the word is فَاتَّبِعُونِي. You have to follow, not only obey something else. Yes, you have to follow the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So we have to look at it because Allah says, "Wala tahinu wala tahzanu." Don't feel sad or don't feel grieved. وأنتم الأعلون إن كنتم مؤمنين. You will be successful. You will be, Islam will be, have the glory if you are a moment. Again, a condition here. If you are a moment. Now, if we have been all moment, the Muslims should not be this humiliated, not even in US, throughout the world. And we are happy here is that, oh, I have a house, I have a car, I have a job, I have a bank account, I have a 401k. Well, this is not the happiness. This is not the success Allah is talking about. The success is something else, and which is described in the Quran, the real success. What is the success? And it's يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم من عذاب أليم. That should not I tell you what is the real good trade which will save you from hellfire? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in this, what is the real success is. Not just being comfortable in this dunya. The difficulties will be there. And that's why we look back at Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his companions. At the time of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Makkah, the Iman came first. Iman came first, Islam came later. Because people were, before accepting Islam, they knew what is going to happen to them. The torture, the persecution, the beating. This is their work. Or some of them were killed also. And they knew, they saw with their own eyes. They came forward and accepted Islam. Iman was there in their heart before they became Muslim. So Iman came before the Islam for them. But majority, after that in Medina, majority, not all, the Islam came first and the Iman came later on. And for us, hopefully Iman comes because we are just stuck on this zero level here. Because we keep struggling, this is halal or this is haram or what is it, should I take it or should I look for some fatwa from someone to say it is halal, I can have fun, no. I mean, we have to be very clear in our mind, And then, Allah says in the Quran, it's so beautiful, إنما المؤمنون الذين إذا ذكر الله وجلت قلوبهم. When the zikr of Allah is done, this moment, who is this moment? وجلت قلوبهم وإذا تليت عليهم آياته. Their hearts are filled up with, with not only fear. This is not the fear Allah is talking about, and Allah says, وإذا تليت عليهم آياته زادتهم إيمانا. So the Quran is recited. Now today we enjoy the Quran like people enjoy the singing. It is, this is the fact of life. You can hear 50 Quran on the internet on your phone, But how much of it is in your heart? That's where the problem is. The foundation. How strong is the foundation? Because this is very interesting to understand that Islam it starts from outside. And the work on the inside is inside and comes outside. Meaning, Iman is in the heart, and Allah knows about the Iman, and it reflects in my life, in my actions. Am I talking truth all the time? Am I, doing the business correctly? I'm treating my family, my children, my neighbors, according to what Quran and Rasulullah has told us. All this is part of, because Iman, the reflection, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. The Iman and the Amal, they come together. You cannot say that I have the Iman, but you are doing all the wrong things. The Iman is not there. Because when you have the Iman, and there is a whole discussion among the scholars long time back, is can you commit a sin while you have the Iman in your heart? Just when think about it. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر لي ولكم سائر المسلمين. Alhamdulillah. So keep coming back to this topic of the Iman, the Mu'min and a Muslim. And we all want to be Mu'min, but we have to work hard. We want to achieve a lot of things in this dunya. But what are the things which we achieve in this dunya will be useful in the hereafter? That is the decision I have to take. This is what I have to decide. Brothers, this is not going to be easy. Jannah is not easy to get. We have to work hard. The Iman is, the Hadith says in a place that it's in a Muslim, the Hadith says if a Muslim dies, never even have a thought of giving up his life for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then he died on a sort of a nifaq. We may not never give our life for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We never get a chance for that, but at least I should have that feeling that if there is a chance, if there is a time comes, I will give my life. We have problem in giving some money for the sake of Allah, to talk about the life. It doesn't say violence. Try to understand Islam. It's not violence. Giving your life for the sake of Allah is not the violence. Holy war we talk about. We have to understand, that's why we must understand the difference between the jihad and the qital. And the jihad, your life, you cannot be a moment if you have no jihad in your life. As simple as that. The basis of Islam are five. Buni al-Islam ala khams. The shahada, the salah, the sawm, the hajj and zakat. The five things. Islam, not the basis of Iman. This is the basis of Islam. Iman is not mentioned here. Iman contains the jihad part of it. You have to struggle. You have to sacrifice your money, your time, your love for children, your love for your wife, all these sacrifices are there in the life. The struggle, how I can manage the dunya and my deen. This is part of my struggle, the jihad. And jihad through the Quran. Allah says in the Quran that do the jihad with the Quran. So how can I do that if I do not understand it? So we have to make effort to get to a plus level from the zero level where most of us are, because we were born in Muslim. Alhamdulillah, we were born in Muslim families. But there is much more struggle to be done so that we can make the condition of Islam and Muslim throughout the world better, because we are being humiliated. Today, we try to keep copying the West, the people, the kuffar, and all the time. It's not the success. We have to copy the Prophet. We have to follow the companions. We have to follow the Rasulullah. We have to look at the hadith, the seerah of the Prophet. How the Iman will be built. How can I get the Iman? Can I go and buy some or go and do the Umrah and get the Iman? No. Iman is a continuous struggle throughout 24 hours. And it will keep going up and down, based on what I'm doing. What is my niyyah? And if I do not understand that, because Iman will never remain at the same level, never. It will always be up and down. There's a legal part of it which always remains stationary because you have accepted Islam, you are a Muslim. So you're legally Muslim, no change in your status, but the Iman will keep changing up and down because what we do, every action will either make my Iman better or make it bad or worse. It is up to me, and for that, Quran and the Sunnah is the guidance for us. May Allah make us one of those who have followed correctly the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah. May Allah accept our efforts. May Allah make us one of those who have entered the Jannah. May Allah protect us, protect our families. May Allah give us the strength in the Iman. May Allah make us steadfast, give us this istiqamah. May Allah help us in getting the right knowledge about Islam. May Allah make it easy for me to do that, struggle to do my earning and everything halal. May Allah change my life in that sense. May Allah give me the strength, the moral strength and the physical strength to stand on the ground of Islam. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وسائر المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسولك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون أقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر
الله
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون والذين هم للزكاة فاعلون والذين هم لفروجهم حافظون إلا على أو ما ملكت أيمانهم فإنهم غير ملومين فمن ابتغى وراء ذلك فأولئك هم العادون والذين هم لأماناتهم وعهدهم راعون والذين هم على صلواتهم يحافظون أولئك هم الوارثون الذين يرثون الفردوس هم فيها خالدون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا هل أدلكم على تجارة تنجيكم من عذاب أليم تؤمنون بالله ورسوله وتجاهدون في سبيل الله بأموالكم وأنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون يغفر لكم ذنوبكم ويدخلكم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ومساكن طيبة في جنات عدن ذلك الفوز العظيم. وأخرى تحبونها نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamualaikum, brothers and sisters. Just I'm going to take a couple of minutes from you, inshallah. And allow Imam, mashallah, some important things. You have done that before, but now, mashallah, keep on reminding us the importance of those things. Just quickly, the month is progressing. Inshallah, you already know that. And also, we asked last time and continue as the winter progress. We like your contribution for our heating oil, because that's not use it in Jummah briefly. So I hope that with your donation, inshallah, you can put that. And make dua for our brother who's in a hospital after the heart attack. Make dua that brother Moin's father-in-law. He gets better, inshallah, with our duas. That's what happened.
and all the other people, mashallah, who are sick, who are in need the mercy of Allah Ta'ala, that Allah make dua for them. Jazakallah khair. And Jazakallah for listening.
Alt